Hey guys, it's Iowa here again. Gonna bring you a strategy guide on how to use Valkyries. I think you guys are gonna like this one. I'm gonna bring 3 replays for you. The first one's gonna be a Govaho, in which I use hogs. The second one's a Govalo, in which I use loons, and the third one combines both the hogs and the loons. And I think you're going to take away some good information from this. Hopefully, you'll be able to start crushing some bases using Valkyries, and then the more you use them, the more you're going to like them. So, on this first replay where I do the Govaho, it's this base here in the background. I'm only going to bring 4 Valkyries. If you look at the troop combination down there, also one Golem, Max Golem, in the clan castle. Typically, when I do a Govaho, I bring 7 or 8 Valkyries, but this base didn't call for it. I'm going to come in from the 9 o'clock area, and I kind of assumed that there was going to be a couple of bombs, staggered giant bombs, or possibly a double bomb set by this whiz tower there. There wasn't. The 2 double giant bomb sets were located in the upper right area, which I also assumed that there was probably a Tesla and maybe a bomb up there, and then in that area there. And that one it didn't really make sense to put double giant bombs there, but they were there anyway. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start setting the funnel. Like any Valkyrie attack, you need to set a wide funnel. And so I'll drop my golems there to start tanking, set the whiz behind, and create that huge funnel for the Valkyrie so they can go in the middle. I'm going to set my jump spell on that junction there, and that will allow my kill squad and the Valkyries to take out the 3 main sections there and both heroes, which are critical to the attack. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a surgical hog attack around the edge. I'm going to bring giants, and then I'm going to bring the hogs on each of those point defenses there. And then I brought 3 heal spells. I'm going to heal the first one across that X-bow, and then the second and third one in those areas there. And so we'll go ahead and get the replay going, and we'll just watch how this all unfolds. Okay, so you can start seeing that I set the funnel by dropping a few minions, and then I'm going to get the golems in and create that wide funnel. And the reason I brought 4 Valkyries here is they take up 32 troop space, and a golem takes up 30 troop space. So it's almost an even exchange for like a stoned Govaho, a 3 golem Govaho attack. But the reason I brought the Valkyries over another golem is because they cut defenses down quicker. If you look in there, there's a couple of Teslas, there's whiz towers, and plus the 2 heroes. Valkyries go right after heroes, and they cut them down. So that's why I opted to go with the Valkyries instead of the other golem. And you see I brought a haste spell. Most enemy clan castles now have loons and drags in them. And so I brought the haste spell to, because the poison doesn't do a lot of good anymore. And now I go ahead and I get the surgical hog part going. I dropped a giant to tank, and then I just start putting the hogs around the edge. And then same up top, the giant's going to tank for those point defenses, and then you put the hogs in behind. And I get lucky here, like I said, that was a terrible double giant bomb location there. And then I just pre-heal over the other one, and they trigger them one at a time, and so my hogs, have full health. I lost just a few of them. I still have a whole pack there that take out the rest of the base. So I hope you guys like this one. Govaho it's a powerful attack. If you watch a channel, like I said, I have several of these attacks. I normally bring more Valkyries, but it's base dependent. And this one, I wasn't going to take out 40% of the base with the Valkyries, so I didn't bring more. I brought more hogs instead. So we'll go ahead and get into the next replay here. This one is the Govalo. The reason Govalo was chosen for this one is because there's 3 centralized air defenses, easy to get to, easy to take out, and then the 4th one is sitting there at a good location too. If you look at the troop combination down below, I brought more Valkyries this time. It's because they're going to do more work. They're going to take out more of the base. And then I brought the 16 loons and a max golem in the clan castle. So last one I brought 4 Valks. This one's 7 because, like I said, they're taking out more of the base. So my goal is to get the Valkyries into the core and along the way to the core to take out that air defense and then just loon the whole outside. So what I'll do is I'll set the funnel with my 2 golems, put the whiz behind, and then I'm going to create the funnel for him to go in. I'm going to drop a jump spell. Notice the jump spell is bridging into that compartment with the air defense. And that's important because now that allows my troops, my Valkyries, and the kill squad to take that out easily along the way to get into the core where the other 3 air defenses are. What I do when the clan castle comes out and engages my troops is I put a heal spell on them, I put my haste spell down, and then I rage and heal them again once they get into the core. I spend all of my spells making sure that the Valkyries and the kill squad and everything, my heroes, stay alive to do their job. You don't need to save a rage or a haste or a heal for the loons on the outside. They're not needed. So once the air defenses start falling, then I put my loons on the defenses that can shoot my loons down. Don't put them on mortars or cannons. They will path to them after they've taken out the towers. So we'll get the replay started and we'll take a look at how it all shakes out. Okay, so I start by setting my funnel. I drop the golems to start tanking, put the whiz behind, and then in the 3 o'clock area I also brought some minions to take out those storages because they're high hit points, and I just wanted to make sure that they went out quickly or throughout the raid so I didn't have to come back for them later. I also brought a witch along. With the enemy clan castles all having loons and drags, I wanted the witch there as a distraction to put the skellies out so that my Wiz and Archqueen and everything could have a little more time to sit back and take them out. If you notice, I held off on my Valkyries and my Barb King until the clan castle was engaged and almost down. I didn't want the clan castle engaging on them and taking them out early. So you can see the air defenses start to fall and I start sending the loons in. I did miss the Tesla there. I should have sent more loons about the 2 o'clock area. It works out anyway. I redrop some, and you can see that everything goes down here. This attack happened in under 2 minutes, so you can see the power of the loons there. Bad base design. I still see these bases all the time. You'll probably see one a war, maybe even more than that per war. When you do, try this tactic out. It works all the time if you set the funneling up. If you can get the Valks to go to the core, 90% of the time you're going to be able to take the base out. Okay, the last replay I'm going to show you is a combination of the hogs and the loons, the Govaholo. And this base, you can see that there's air defenses in the core and then air defenses on the side. And so I'm going to come in at the 9 o'clock area, but I won't have enough juice. I'm not going to have enough to take out those 2 core air defenses, the Expos, and then still have enough to get that air defense at the 3 o'clock area. It's going to be sitting all by itself. So that's why I bring hogs as well. It's a more complex attack, but the more you understand it, the more you'll see how it all shakes out. And so there's some Teslas on this side. This was a cleanup attack, so I knew there was a bunch of Teslas down on the lower left-hand side. So I sent my 2 golems into that area there. I'm going to set the wide funnel behind it. Like I mentioned all the time, you need a really wide funnel for your Valkyries. And then I'm going to put a jump spell right in that area to let the troops get into the core. And so with this big push, with my kill squad and everything, I'm going to take out 3 of the air defenses. I'm going to sacrifice 2 loons on one of the Teslas down at the bottom, and that'll leave me 6 loons left. And I'm going to put them on a Tesla on top and those 2 whiz towers, which are just out of range of the air defense. And then, since the air defense isn't going to fall, pretty much everything's going to peter out, then I'm going to start a mini surgical. I bring 1 giant to tank, and then I drop the rest of the hogs in there, and they take out those defenses and go into the core. And you can see I have hogs and loons left over when this gets going. Okay, so I brought a couple minions along to help set the funnel as well. And so I get those down, and then I'm going to go ahead and start creating the main portion of the attack. I'm going to drop the golems there, set the whiz behind, and you can see there's a lot of DPS raining in, so I put my max golem down where most of the Tesla fire and stuff was going to come. And he gets that out, triggers that, and then the clan castle engages, and I go ahead and use a rage spell here. I wanted to get rid of that. I wanted my queen to go in, and take that out as quick as possible. Get the jump down low, everything to start heading into the core. And you can see down here at the bottom, I put a couple of loons down to take out the Tesla as a kind of a sacrifice Tesla, or excuse me, sacrifice loons. I knew they were going to go down because the air defense wasn't going to be down yet. Okay, now the troops are starting to head into the core, and they're going to start taking that out. I dropped my haste spell to speed the troops up there, and you can see the Valkyries are going to go up and kill that queen. They kind of get stuck up in that corner. Typically, they don't do that. With the defenses still in the core, they'd come and they take those out. But as that's going on, I drop my loons and hogs and get the rest of the attack rolling. You can see it worked out as planned. My hogs rush right in there to take out the air defense, and then I still have all these loons still up, and then everything works its way into the core to help finish up and clean up the attack. I hope you guys learned a little something from these 3 attacks. There's many other ways to use Valkyries. There's Govapes, there's Govawiwis, other attacks like that. I just don't think they're as powerful as Govaho, Govalo, and then the combination, the Govaholo. I think those are the best attack strategies at Town Hall 9 using Valkyries. I'm going to try to post a few more examples for you guys in the description. If you guys enjoyed this, please subscribe, and thanks again for watching.